Hey everybody, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal along with Dr. Brandon Nielsen.
Oh yeah.
And today we're going to talk about a heavy subject, cancer and the fear-based cause of cancer. That's a huge, heavy topic because there's so much
I would say
debilitating
emotional
fear.
base, emotional base, because it's not always
Well,
fear. Sometimes it's
well,
anger.
that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
So, how about the emotion behind cancer? That's a big, gnarly topic.
Okay, so you guys, in general, again, generally speaking, but when you have cancer, all right, when you're finally diagnosed with cancer, I should say, generally speaking, about you need to look at your life about 8 to 12 years earlier, or even earlier than that, but you've had some type of emotional craziness. All classic would be like somebody getting divorced. I work with so many people now, I feel like, but it might be that their husband cheated on them, or it might be that they grew up and they were abused, or they were raped, and that's why I see general 8 to 12 years. But usually, what will happen is 8 to 12 years previously is it would have brought on a lot of stuff that was from their childhood as well. And so you guys, honestly, it is cancer. There's always 100% of the time there is an emotional component to that. So there's the emotional component of long ago that builds up like anger, festers, and then you get the cancer. Or fear, fester, and then you get the cancer. All right. So you have to reprogram your cells to be able to eliminate that emotion, that anger. The guilt is another big one, or like shame, which is fear based. But you have to be able to eliminate that to truly eradicate or overcome cancer.
Yeah, I think this is such a big topic and we could talk about this for a while, but what I really wanted to do was just to get on a short video and to bring awareness to the thought and just into your mind that a lot of the things that our body expresses in any type of cancer is like you just said 100%. There's an
There's an
there's an
emotional
emotion,
tie. There always is.
and it's not a happy emotion.
No,
It's
no, no. I'm talking about a negative emotion.
right.
The other thing too that I see with cancer patients is there's oft times when the technician, let's say the X-ray tech, the rad tech or the ultrasound tech, they don't know how to present themselves, or the medical doctor does not know how have very good bedside manner. And a lot of times there's that initial when they say you got, and they drop the C word, right? And there's a ton of emotion around that as well. And I see that built upon already the emotion that's underlying the cause associated with the cancer. So, you guys, you need to learn how to eliminate that. I have ways, I teach people how to do that, but seriously, 100%, there's always an emotional component which affects your programming. And if you do not change your programming, you cannot heal.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's a lot of scientific research. There's so much evidence based around this, and it's starting to come out more and more.
Oh yeah,
This
absolutely.
is not just
This isn't like
a
woo
great little
woo, like
thought
Dr. Nielsen thought about this.
right. And the thing is, I've read some really amazing studies and really amazing books. And you think about this when you have a person in a white coat who you trust and who has this degree behind them, and they give you a diagnosis with a certain amount of, they even give you a time frame. You have six
Oh
months to
yeah,
live, you have
right.
6 weeks to live, you have, and what happens is now your belief system takes that and it's fear, there's anger, there's all these emotions that are horrific, and you've just been given a death sentence instead of the person giving you hope. Like the doctor doesn't realize quite how much power he has. Like when the doctor says,
Yeah.
"You, this is what we found, but this is what we're going to do because you got this. We're going to change these things. We're going to do these things." The thing is, it's not a hope-based system that we live in. It's a fear-based system that we live in. So if you realize this, no matter what your health is doing, that almost every health issue you have, not just cancer, is all emotion-based. That you then you can start to go after the root cause of why your body's expressing this. So I love just that tip about if you go back 8 to 12 years,
Yeah, about 8 to 12 years
you look at
in general,
an event of trauma.
or over traumatic events.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and it could be a
Experiencing.
buildup of different traumatic events, and it could be simply, and I've told some of you this story before, or these stories before, as far as if you believe that it's in your genetics to get a certain type of cancer, and your life is fear-based around those
Right.
thoughts, over time,
Right.
your body's gonna eventually say, okay, this is what,
Like you created that. You will
and
create
it's
that.
not saying you want that, and it's not saying it's all in your mind. It's emotion-based fear that you have this genetic mutation that's going to cause you to have it no matter what you do. So to me, this is a really huge, big topic, but I wanted to just take a few minutes and at least you open your mind to the awareness of it. Like I want you to be aware, we want you to be aware that this is something that needs to be looked at with whatever your health is doing. So hopefully that gives you some food for thought.
Absolutely. And I'll say this one last thing, you guys, is with cancer, with those type of things, oftentimes we don't start to live until we've been told that we cannot live or until we've
That's
been given the
true.
diagnosis. So if I could say, learn to live, learn to love life to the fullest,
Today.
and today, and don't wait until you get the diagnosis, right? Don't be afraid. Live and love and truly make a difference and matter.
Yeah, and it's something you work on every day and it gets easier and easier and better and better. So thanks for tuning in, guys. You want to grab that and turn it off for us? And we'll talk to you soon.